Looking forward to this one.
And straight away, we're seeing a result here for the Scottish. Their first set, they come downfield and get across the line. Try time through their number 6. That's Finlay Lockhart.
Yeah, Scotland just pick up 32 to go for a sweeper. Link hold, chops, and Finn just goes through. It's a great little dive as well.
A lovely play to begin with here for the Scottish, and now the French. Their first opportunity upfield as now they bring it forward through Lloyd, and Lloyd sending it out towards that right-hand side, but only as far as the Scottish team. So easy meterage upfield now for them as Christopher Ragg brings it forward. Ball goes to ground, but it was played at here from the French.
Instead of 6, it's tap off for Scotland now, really. Should be looking to go up the field and trying to get a score here.
Now roll it just shy of the halfway line. They've looked pretty strong so far here, Scotland. Now first receiver, here's the run here for Tweedy. Tweedy showing it a couple of times, and now wide steal they head for Ewan Martin. Martin has left that one behind, so France now on the charge forward. Still really yet to set into any sort of rhythm here, the French.
Yeah, they look a bit shaky, really. Scotland started really quickly. Their physicality is really showing, actually. France can't get the ball on the floor, and the wet is not helping them either.
Now Scotland, of course, out of the two sides, you'd have to say they've probably had a lot more time in that wet weather kind of condition as well, just based on the kind of geography of Scotland
the
and France.
location of Scotland is always wet.
Exactly the case. Last one here now for the Scottish, and just fingertips to it, but they can't capitalise.
Yeah, both teams are trying to play at a frantic pace, but actually the drop balls and the roll balls aren't as good as they should be, really.
Lovely one-handed scoop here as well from the French, and then look at that for some athleticism there right off the deck from Moreau. And Moreau now hopping back in and acting half once more. First receiver there is Vidal. Vidal drops it down. Last one. This is better from France. Now France get all the way through. Looking for support, popping it up into the air. Intercept taken from Scotland. They're away momentarily, but France recover just in time. A much better set, though, overall from France.
First time France have gone 70 metres with the ball, and they got a through to in goal. They couldn't complete their set for a score, but actually they'd be happy with that. And then they've now forced a mistake by Scotland as well, so they should be looking to score here.
Well, now Vidal is looking to do exactly that. Oh, a little bit of a nervy moment there. The ball came bobbling out momentarily before he regathered possession. And now caught here is Bassard. Now in support, Lloyd. Hits the deck, touch is made midway through the count here. Lloyd once more, drops it down, and now Levesque. Levesque nearly getting all the way through there, very close, popping a pass back for Lloyd.
Lost his feet there, didn't he?
Levesque once more, now having a little look at them, sending it wide, and that's really a pass in hope more than anything else, and also just killing it away from the Scottish box.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't really trouble the Scotland defence, but they finished on the right side of the correct side of the pitch, should I say. And Scotland are now struggling to get out their own half, so France will take that as a small mini win.
Yeah, good up and in pressure there from Cedric Bassard as well. They head up towards halfway now, Scotland. Thought they might have been lucky to get away with that roll ball there.
Yeah, and then they've just done another one as well, but the referee's given a penalty to Scotland. I think they're a little bit hard done by, but let's see if Scotland can capitalise on that one.
They're already up by one try. They scored in the opening set here, Scotland, and they're looking to pile on the pressure once more. Tweedy rolls it back, and now here for Gregor Christie. Christie looking to try and squeeze through the middle there. Good touch made, though, from Lloyd. They'll head back to that 7-metre mark once more here. To be played here from King. King now bouncing around. France stepping up to apply the pressure. McLeod, a tough one to take there in the end for King. And now France looking to return serve and head up towards halfway.
Yeah, good defence by France. Scotland didn't really do much to trouble the Scotland defence, and they're just trying to get out there in half now.
And now here goes France all the way through. A good opportunity now for Richardo. And Richardo has gone all the way there to the line. Well, the French, I'll be having a few fries after that one. Try time for France.
Yeah, and this is lovely. Well, it's trouble from the start of the set. They got out to halfway. As you can see the dump on the 35, the halfway. He just steps back and gets through. Everyone, the Scotland defence can't get onside. And no touch, and it's just down for the score there.
Great speed there from Richardo, getting all the way through. And now we do have a level ball game here. So in for the run of Burns. Heading out towards this right-hand side under pressure was Sreenan. And as a result, got rid of it quickly. But France, all in a line, stepped up ensured there was no other opportunity brewing. Treenan there as an option. Oh, stepping into the passing lane was Rawhurst and nearly took it once more.
He did, and he would have gone all the way because everyone was chopping their holes there. So if he'd have caught that, it was going through, going all full field.
Nonetheless, a fresh set now here for Scotland. Once more, popping a little pass through Lockhart. Lockhart trying to find some support out on that left-hand edge.
Burnley and Lewis Burns here will look to just manoeuvre the defence around. Lewis will pick up here, and he goes through
Burns
that middle
now.
and he goes long.
Throwing over the top, a lovely ball from Burns, and he has burnt them on the outside with an absolute ripping pass there. Find out of a cannon and right on the money.
Yeah, and as I said, he wants to just manipulate defences, so he just tells the player to sweep onto the doggies on the short side here and picks up. He hasn't given the doggies yet, so he's always picked up. So France need to look at that. And then the winger didn't release, and it's a nice long ball for the score.
Right score there from Robert Crawford, and good possession taken here too from Scotland when France were on the attack. So 2-1 they lead after around about 6 minutes and nearly all the way through once more here through McLeod. They'll come back to the halfway mark where the touch was completed. Bassard stepping up to make the follow-up. Good showing of support too for this one. Everyone's been waiting for the men's open to kick into gear.
Men's open is what we all look for. They are trying to run as hard as they can with the speed, the steal, and the step and the dive. Lewis Burns goes through. No referee says touch.
Yeah, great touch in the end from Merlin Lloyd, who just got him inches off the ground, and they'll keep trying to put on the pressure here, Scotland, and they will come away with a result. So what a start for the Scots. 3 tries now on the board.
Yeah, back-to-back as well. Lewis Burns is just manipulating defenders there. He dives once the referee says touch, and then the French defenders couldn't follow him, and he just dives in again. Quite a simple try from Scotland's perspective, and France just need to keep a bit tighter in that midfield.
He set up the previous one there, Lewis Burns. This time did it all himself, and now there's a lot of work to do here for France. Still plenty of time to go, but haven't really got into their groove as of yet. Scotland, however, certainly humming along, and now good footwork on this occasion from Mockard. Just can't quite get all the way through, though. Back to the 7 he goes. First receiver there is Fernandez. Fernandez sending it further to this left-hand side. Appears as an option once more through the middle. This is better from France. Beautiful execution. They find a good line here.
Oh, what a touch that is.
Wow, that is a good touch.
Robert Crawford, number 4 on the far wing for Scotland. He comes in and makes that touch. And it's a turnover. What a try-saving defence that is.
Well, here it is again on the replay. Look for all money that France had gone in. Lovely little bit of execution here, and then seeing Crawford come in late.
It's such a good touch, but that's why we have tall wingers make those touches.
Yeah, the long reach.
Absolutely.
Go gadget arms are out there from Crawford. And now Scotland pop a pass and somehow maintain possession. Now roll it back here on the last though. So a static play to begin with here for Finlay Lockhart. There's not much they'll be able to do with it as a result. And France survived this time around. But that was probably the best execution of a play from France so far.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they'll be happy with that as well. They opened up, they manipulated the defence and created the 3-on-2 to 2-on-1. It was just really, really good wing defence. But here they come again, and they've got a fly on the outside. France number 16. Cedric Bassard just gets in at the right far side with a nice little score.
And Bassard, very good stuff there, and well set up as well. Nice little run from Thomas Bonheur. Here he is again, just taking off and dummies left, right and centre. This time Crawford can do very little about it, and Bassard on the spot. So 3-2 the score now. France starting to click into gear. They still haven't got things 100% smooth here, but I think they'll be happy with the fact that despite all this weight of possession, they're only down by 1.
Yeah, absolutely. And my little shout for this, if France can come in with down by 1 or drawing at half-time, I think they might take it in the second half because they've got a bit of a fitter team, in my opinion. So we'll see how they go.
Now, Guigan, really heavy contact there as well from Paul Kidd. I thought that could have gone the way of France.
I did look at the referee, didn't even flinch.
And they're really getting up in the faces here in this particular set, Scotland. We know they've been pretty physical from the get-go, but they've gone up a notch here, perhaps in response to that try from Bassard. Now they drop it down. They've lost track of the touch count there overall and no strike dump to work with.
No, and they didn't really get the metres they wanted. They only finished on the Scotland's 10-metre line, so nice, easy out for Scotland here, and they're already in the French's half with a few touches to play with.
Now first receiver there is Howarth. Howarth waiting for support to arrive. Drops it down now, and Sreenan in there to pick it up out of acting half. Once more driving forward here. Last one now. So they have a little look here through Tweedy, sending it wide. A little bit over the top though, but well marked up anyway from France.
Yeah, Scotland run a little ML, and they don't give the ML, they go to the 4-on-3, but actually as the French defence all slide over, there was actually no overlap. So good defence by France, and they're now at the half. We're just about to get to the halfway line.
Up and over that mark now. Running in traffic there was Shoro, and Shoro has come off a little bit worse for wear off the back of that collision. So straight to ground. Appears to be a lower leg injury of sorts, and the physios come out immediately.
He seems to be okay-ish. He's rolling the ball anyway, so he's going to get on with it. It's World Cup. We're all going to put our bodies on the line for a World Cup, aren't we?
Last one here for France, looking to do exactly that. They'll throw everything at Scotland here, but unfortunately they can't find an opening, but they will get the penalty, so that's great news for the French.
Yeah, an offside penalty there for a bit of a obstruction and a new set of 6, and see if France can do what they did last time with getting the overlaps. Got the open side quick in.
Here's Bonhor drawing past. Beautiful play from Bonhor, and Vidal is on the spot. And we are locked up now. After 11.5 minutes of play, it's 3 tries apiece.
And this is why we watch men's open touch. It's always entertaining, always quick, and we just get on the outside with a bit of a slip from the middle, and they just, Robert just couldn't make that touch this time on the far side.
So finally, France humming along. It's taken a bit of time, but they're starting to hit their stride, and that means a little bit of danger signs emerging here for Scotland. It's been a good 5-minute period here for the French, as now Burns loses his footing and come back to that 7-metre mark. Picked up here from Christie. Burns once more, bouncing around. Wanting the quick release, Christie will go out to that left-hand side instead. Just a little bit disjointed there from Scotland.
Yeah, Scotland came out really fast. First 5 minutes really fast, got 3-1 up. And they've just seemed to have slowed down a little bit now. They're starting to hit a bit harder as well. Maybe they're just a bit tired.
Lloyd and now Moreau sending it back towards the middle here for Richardo, who's already gone through once himself. Richardo once more, putting on the afterburners. Oh, the French. Well, I'll tell you what, croissants, patisseries, you name it, everything is coming up France right now. Ooh la la.
How did he get it from the left side of the field to the right hand side of the field? It's just a left foot step, and then he gets a 2-on-1, and it's exactly the same as the second score for France, and it's a nice little dive over.
And another error here, so Scotland really feeling the pressure. Bassard's got a double now, and the last 5 minutes, France have been extraordinary, and there we go. That one surely should go against France here, and yes, it will be called. I was worried for a moment that was going to go the way of the French.
Yeah, I wasn't sure the referee knew what happened then. He said, no, French kicked the ball. And what's just a bit of a confusion of what's happening. The penalty for in the ruck. So Scotland will have the ball. They should look to get on top of here.
Certainly looked to be a forward pass as well there from Scotland, but that was let go. So they're on the hunt here to try and square the ledger once more. They're down 4-3 at the moment as Tweedy once more takes off, sends it wide. Not going to get around Bassard, though. We've already seen he's got plenty of speed.
Yeah, he can give it a lot of space and still make the touches, and he does that again, closes that space.
That's 2 in a row there from Bassard, who's come up trumps, and now France going from strength to strength over the last 5 or so minutes. They bring it out to this left-hand side of the field. Nice little cycle of footy. And good to see as well that Charo is back and moving freely as Guigan brings it forward. Now Lloyd on the charge himself. Nice touch made though from Tweedy. Lloyd still an option there. Guigan just can't get it around the outside. Little juggle, but had he popped the ball, Lloyd had a bit of space to work with.
There was a 3-on-2 there, wasn't there? If he would have got the ball away, but he couldn't, unfortunately. Maybe just if it was yesterday when it was a bit dry, he would have.
Yeah, certainly a fair bit has fallen overnight. Fortunately staying away at the moment, but we are to have a little look over on Highfields 1. This is, of course, Highfields 2. Part of it is underwater, so that's why we're having a bit of a change of schedule in terms of where we're playing from. And Scotland, that was building nicely for them, just couldn't get that final pass to connect.
Lewis Burns picks up 32. He rips into the link, who passes back to the middle, who passes to the wing, and it actually goes down. But it's some nice interplay, but unfortunately couldn't make it stick again.
So approaching the final 5 minutes here of this first half. And the next try could be crucial in the grand scheme of things, and it might well come here for Scotland off the back of a very simple error from France.
Yeah, just trying to get out. It's the first time they've really struggled to get out of their own half, and I would hope that Scotland are looking to bring on their attack players now and try and get level. Mikey Short here. Sorry, no, it's not Mikey Short, my apologies.
Lockhart provides a little
Frenetic
pass and a beautiful ball over the top, up into the sky, Superman style. They'll take the grab. What a ball from Rag, and Scotland hit back in emphatic fashion.
Yeah, Lewis Burns integral at the moment, isn't he? He's involved in absolutely everything, and he just pops this one across 2 players into the wing, and it's a nice little photographic dive for the score.
Here it is again, Burns with a beautiful pass, and then Hughes over the top. Lovely stuff. A nice little decoy run there as well from Christopher Rag. They all had eyes on him, and as a result, a little bit of space out wider still. So now we're all locked up once more, 4 apiece. Last one here for France, and they've got that one wrong there in the pickup. And as a result, the audacious flick pass comes out, and that's usually when you've got no other options left.
Last chance on the 5th touch, isn't it, when they do that?
They're now locked up here in Scotland, charging up towards halfway. 4 tries apiece. Really good contest here, and a great way to basically introduce to our audiences here across the globe men's open touch footy.
Men's open touch, yes, absolutely. All about speed and skill, and you can see that now as they go downfield, picks up. Is he going to go short side? He goes short side. It's all man. It should be man on, and the ball goes down by Lewis Smith on the Scotland side of the pitch.
And Burns just a little bit out in front of him there. Otherwise, it was looking likely for another Scottish try as now they work it forward through the run here of Fernandez, who then comes to the sideline. Good meters here once more from Mockard. Scotland still pushing up, jamming in quite hard here. As Rawhurst brings it out to this right-hand side, then hops in an acting half. Little pass here for Bonhor. Bonhor now drops it just on the 7. Here's a good opportunity for France. Charot now finds support out wide. What a ball that is! Oh, Charot can certainly throw, and France have a 5th.
Look at these dancing feet to get through that middle channel. Just waiting until we get that replay. He picks up, he goes short side, he actually fakes to go long side, he gets straight through, and then just completes it with a nice little long pass as well. What a finish.
Well, that's a hat-trick now too for Bassard, so they've certainly found the mark. It's out on that right-hand edge for France.
Every time so far. And maybe France have got a left to right runners. Oh, and we've got a score. What's happened here?
Well, as easy as you like, the French stood on their heels, and looks like Finlay Lockhart has made them look a little bit silly here. Let's take a closer look at the replay, but we're locked up now. 5 tries apiece, very close to the halfway mark. So quick little play the ball here. Lockhart just runs directly at a man who was called out, and then it's a play through. So that's why there seemed to be a little bit of confusion all around the ground there.
Yeah, he must have been offside because he just stops as he makes the touch, and the original touch in middle just goes back behind the try line, which is criminal at this level.
Well, Meeks, we're expecting a close contest. It's certainly delivered so far. 5 tries apiece. Another chance here for France as they just get across in time. Last one now for the French, and an incorrect roll ball, but this one couldn't be any tighter.
No, absolutely not. I think Scotland started the stronger. France were a bit more frenetic, and now France have started to play some good touch there. Their transition at the moment is probably the better of the two. But going into the second half, it's going to be very good. But it's a penalty to France for a forward pass.
Yeah, late call here picked up from the sideline officials. Good to see they're on the money. All 193 referees across this tournament, of course.
Over 130 debutants as well, so it's a big tournament for the referees.
Certainly is, as France now send it out to this right-hand side. Good little ball there from Rawhurst, and now Vidal, who has already got across the line. Now still looking like an option here, Bonhor. Bonhor picks it up. Quick release, lovely ball as well. Vidal's got a double, and France are back in front, very close to the break.
It's a bit of a scramble play, this one, isn't it? Everyone's not sure what's actually going on. Scotland seem to be okay. It's all man on here, and then it's just an open side quick, and he actually gets outside his link because the link biting in.
Geez, it's great movement there from Vidal. He stepped before he even got the ball.
His footwork was incredible around the ruck, and that just makes Lewis Burns bite in, and then he gets caught on his heels. ML play short side.
Oh, here goes Finlay Lockhart looking for another try, and he's done exactly that. He's got a hat-trick now himself, Lockhart.
Yeah, this is lovely. So every time at the moment, Scotland have gone open side. As we hit half time, Scotland have gone open side every single time. Finley actually steps back short side, and the middle can't compete.
Outstanding stuff here from Scotland. They, of course, would have been looking to go in level, having just conceded that late try, but the chance of it occurring, probably not a very high one, but Lockhart just a class above on that occasion.
Yeah, a little slip from the French middle, but 6-all. I think that is probably a fair reflection on this game so far.
Well, it's an absolute cracker that is building here. We're set for a massive second half, all locked up at the break between France and Scotland in the men's open. 6 tries apiece. We'll take a quick break and then all the second half action in just a moment as part of the 2024 edition of the Touch World Cup live from Nottingham.
These details into Google and type internationaltouch.org. You'll be able to go to their website and find out more information about events going on around the world and the World Cup 2024 here in Nottingham. englandtouch.org.uk is the England Touch Association, also giving you updates about the World Cup and events going around the UK. Event sponsors, we have Energy Research Accelerator and Hydex, Maypie and Vermeer. All of these companies are helping to get the Touch World Cup 2024 closer to a zero emissions event. Their zero emissions hydrogen power is powering all of the events village and the team village down on both sites here at Highfields and Riverside. They specialise and so they are the largest UK research network dedicated to solving and accelerating energy solutions to tackle today's real world challenges. Both sites for all the marquees is provided by hydrogen power with zero emissions, making this not only the biggest World Cup, but the cleanest. Our site is being hosted by University of Nottingham, University of Nottingham of Sport, also Nottingham venues, Nottingham Hockey Centre, Visit Nottingham.
Welcome back here to Nottingham, the 2024 Touch World Cup on a soggy pitch in England. Of course it had to be. James Preston here and Ben Meakin to take you through all the action. And first half, outstanding from both teams. Few errors here and there, but really entertaining footy.
Firstly, I'm from Nottingham, and this is good weather for Nottingham. So, yeah, it's always wet in Nottingham. So, yes, but no, great first half. Really, really good first half. I think I said it in the first half. If France come out and either one down or drawing at half time, I think they might just take this. But at the moment, it's back to back, score for score. If France can just settle on their 5th play, I think they will open up Scotland a bit more. It'll be interesting to see how Scotland defend now.
So France will get first use of the ball here in the second half, and probably 2 really contrasting styles as well. It's been a little bit wider, plenty of pace about the French attack, and then for Scotland, very aggressive and playing a little bit more through the centre. Yeah,
I think France are really enjoying the fact that they can go 70 metres every single time and are scoring on the back of their subsets, whereas Scotland want a repeat set when they're scoring. So it'll be really interesting to see if they can get more repeat sets in this second half, or if France are just going to keep going over the top of them.
A very young side as well here for France. Mo Charbonneau, just 19 years of age, for example, the number 8. Very, very quick team more generally.
No wonder he's running so quickly. He's only 19. I know some of these Scotland boys are in their mid to late 30s now.
Well, they're certainly still putting up a show, that's for sure. And absolutely. One man who was outstanding in that first half, Finlay Lockhart. He was extremely strong, and multiple times he just caught them wanting throughout the middle.
So experienced. I think this is his 3rd or 4th World Cup now. He just knows the game inside out, and obviously playing against Scotland every other year, against France every other year in European Championships. He knows what they're going to do. They know what he's going to do. He's just going to do who's going to do better or quicker at that specific moment.
So final checks here from our officials. awaiting the second half. 20 minutes away. Can we break this deadlock? 6 tries apiece. France will get us back underway here as they march forward. Nice quick release, and then straight away Guigan into the action. Rolls it back. Now, Levesque. Send it back here for Guigan. Guigan on the run. Levesque also has a little option through the middle. They go back to Guigan, and they just get the touch in time there. Scotland through Marshall McLeod. Last one here for France. Guigan floating it out. It's gone into no man's land, though, between the link and the wing, and they survived this first set. So, of course, Scotland with their first set of the match scored, but France not quite the same result to start this second.
No, and now Scotland are running a away set, so they're going to go direct. But this bit of lot of confusion, a lot of finger pointing, referees finger pointing as well. But it's a touch 2 on the halfway line. But yeah, good defensive set from Scotland there.
Finlay Lockhart playing that one, and now they head back towards this right-hand side here. Scotland still a few plays up their sleeves as Tweedy drops it down now as an option once more. Those are the two they'll look at here, Lockhart and Tweedy, but they won't get a chance to throw anything at the French defensive line here. An easy turnover in the end.
Yeah, a bit of a coach killer because Scotland forgot the touch counts. It was touch sets on there when they tried to set up a strike play.
But now France up towards halfway. Good footwork as well there. That is that young man, Thibaut Charbonneau, who was very agile on that particular play. Now they drop it back, and on the run comes Bonhor, and Bonhor unfortunately can't capitalise. So both sides probably guilty of early errors here in the second half.
Yeah, a bit of an opposite to the first 5 minutes in the first half. But tiredness does come into it. Maybe a little bit of fatigue as first game. Scotland make a mistake as well. So yeah, mistakes for both sides at the moment.
We saw like a little bit of frenetic energy, especially from France in the opening exchanges of the first half, but now it seems to have impacted both sides here. So probably the first team that can just control themselves and work towards a little strike dump near that 7. They're more likely to come away with the try here. So France do have the opportunity to do that now as they pop a little pass here for Vidal. Already 2 tries for him in this one. Vidal once more through the middle. Quick release provides here for Charot. Charot sends it wide, tapped back towards the middle, and Rawhurst is on the spot.
Referees intervened. It was a forward pass.
Oh,
we can't see it from here. The referees have got a better angle than us, but it was a really good setup, and it must have just been a forward pass on that. And there's now another mistake by Scotland with a over-the-mark penalty.
Would have been a very marginal forward pass, I'll tell you that much. But now France get another opportunity. Here it is again on the replay. Charot throwing long. Little tap back in here. Oh, geez, I'm not sure where the forward is. Charot's looked fine. The tap back did too.
Yeah, towards it looked good. Referees, no.
We'll have to back them. They're on the spot, as you mentioned there, Ben Meakin. All 193 of them doing a great job over this week here for the World Cup as Scotland now work it away. Lovely little tip-on play there too from McLeod. They keep driving forward, and once more Scotland can't clear halfway.
It's just a half of game killer, coach killers at the moment, isn't it? I just need one team. One team just needs to go full field, and I think both teams will get back into a flow. But at the moment, it's just errors are killing both teams.
Fernandez, nice quick roll ball here, and then once more as an option. Nice pressure, though, coming in from Tweedy, but he was offside, unfortunately, and then a little bit too forceful with the contact, so take your pick in terms of infringement.
Yeah, referees are having to get involved, and it's not their fault, it's just actually bad play at the moment. If Scotland and France to get in with a little quickie step back, was it?
Nearly there for Ricciardo, finding a late ball for Fernandez, but back to the 7 they go. Ricciardo, now Fernandez. Slowing it down momentarily. Ricciardo picks it up, feigns to link up, and then sends it wide. That one surely has gone forward, though. That one wasn't even close to being...
We can see that one from here.
I think the man on the moon could have seen that one, actually.
Yeah. At the moment, it's just a lot of small errors.
Well, and unfortunately for Scotland, compounding to a big problem here. They still cannot clear this halfway line.
Yeah, referee said it was a roll ball and he tapped it, but actually I think the referees had made a little bit of a mistake there. I think he should be able to go back and just roll it nowadays. That's the new rules. But I'm not a referee. I might be wrong.
So Guigan now here for France. Oh, big collision too there. Coming in was Michael Short, who shortened him up. And he's not 100% here, Lucas Guigan. And with these slippery conditions here, that's what can occur.
Yeah, and when people are diving into the line, it's going to happen at times, unfortunately. You know, it's the sport that we play. He's stepped back, he's dived. Mikey Short's dived as well, and it's just an unfortunate collision. We just hope he's okay. He's looking at his right shoulder as we're looking at the moment. We'll have to just wish him well here.
Well, with any luck, it's purely a case of a contact injury, if you will. It's not something that's a ligament related. It's just that sheer impact.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Let's talk a little bit about this Scottish side. You've mentioned that they're probably a little bit more on the experienced side compared to France, which seems to be a very young, very fast team. Great to see here as well, Guigan getting back to his feet. But
he's all right.
We've already seen Lockhart take the game by the scruff of the neck. Who else do we need to keep an eye on here for Scotland?
Lewis Burns, Mikey Short. So as France knows, a touch middle. A lot of these boys play 2019 mixed open for Scotland, who won the first European bronze medal for a European team. So they've got some really good experience. It's just whether they can translate that to men's open, and they go away set again for Scotland again, and go to the wing.
Lovely ball here, and now there's an opportunity to really scoot. And that was nearly a case of taking out the entire French box and the referees there. He's a big boy out on this wing here, Christopher Hughes. So if you do get in contact with him, good luck.
He's left a divot on the field anyway.
Certainly has. Last one here now for Scotland as they turn it back towards this right-hand side. Well, Burns wanted an opportunity there. Ball just didn't arrive to his hands.
Yeah.
And still this deadlock remains after 6 minutes of play in the second half. No further tries.
There's 2 times now Scotland have gone away from their sub-box for the but instead of sub-setting. It would just be interesting to see, and they've not capitalised on that yet. It'd be interesting to see if that does tire out the French defence in that last part of the second half. 3 on 2, 2 on 1.
Nice cycling of the footy here for France, and now Bassard, who's already got a hat-trick, would love to get a 4th. Quick release now, back towards the middle for Vidal. He's got 2 himself, drops it down. Now here comes the run for Bonhor. Bonhor stops on the run. Finds Vidal, resetting things. Bonhor still an option, goes out to this right-hand side with Choureau instead. Vidal, Bonhor, draw and pass, great read once more there from Paul Kidd. Last one now for France. They've got nowhere to go, and instead they simply pop it up for Scotland to take it, and this deadlock remains.
We didn't need half-time, did we? We just wanted the first half to just carry on like the way it was. I don't want this, but Scotland are on the outside. Sorry, France are on the outside. That's got to be an over the mark. No.
Great read from Hughes, but they keep it alive, and Choureau back through the middle is there in support. Moreau found him, and finally the deadlock is broken. Florent Choureau on the board, 7-6. France back in front. 7
minutes for a score in that second half, and it was just because Scotland made a mistake. They couldn't get their players off. France capitalised, got on the outside with some speed, and just tapped back inside.
Beautifully read too from Esteban Vidal, who got there really quickly for the roll ball and made sure he fired it out immediately to Moreau. And as a result, Scotland had no chance to try and combat that play. But here they are looking to try and get back into the action. Well read, though, from Bassard. What a match he's had both sides of the ball.
Yeah, he's pretty strong out there. He's probably stayed out there all game as well. Roll ball incorrect. No, backing out penalty, or in the ruck, sorry. So a new repeat set for Scotland. Mikey Short, we're looking to go short side on the first touch.
There's one as well in terms of the penalty count. Now Tweedy picks up once more. Tweedy fires immediately. What a ball from Tweedy. It's got to ground as well. Try time here for Martin. They'll call it, and Tweedy is on the spot. Well, they'll have a little check of things now, will they?
Interesting.
And it will stand. So a great pass here from Tweedy and finished off from Martin.
So it's just a bit of deliberation between the referees here. The near side referee said not forward pass. The far side referee said forward pass, but because it was going towards the near side referee, he overruled the far side, and that was why the score was given.
I'm happy with that. Having had a look at the replay, I think it does go for, but it's out of the hands backwards.
I think I'm all right with that as well, but France make a mistake on first touch.
So an easy turnover here for France, and now at 7 tries apiece, just 11 minutes remaining. We've only had the 2 scores in this second half. They just need to control themselves a little here. Now Scotland put on the afterburners. Hughes receives it there from Howarth. Now all the way back to this right-hand side. Quick play the ball. Burns having a look at them. Great footwork from Burns. Popped a pass. Now that was intentionally thrown into the chest there of Levesque, and as a result, they will get the ball here, France. So smart play to not put the arms to it.
Yeah, he just put his body in the passing there. I don't think he did it on purpose. He was just there. Ball down and involuntary roll ball there. So France have struggled to get out their own half. And Scotland need to try and get on top of this one now.
It's Merlin Lloyd who's been pinged for that one, so Scotland once more have a little look here, and it took them a long time to ever get out of their own half, and that pass certainly looked to be forward, but that one's been let go. But since they've started to see this end of the field, they've looked quite dangerous. Now Lockhart once more wants a fourth, and he was very close to getting it.
Hot hand Lockhart, hey? He's wanting the ball. Give it to him. He'll score it at the moment.
Burns now. He and Lockhart, the two danger men at the moment. Once more, Lockhart sending it here for Howarth. Howarth with good speed, got around them as easy as you like, and Hughes simply has to catch it and put it down. What about the change of pace there from Ollie Howarth? Well, the French are certainly trying to suggest they've already got the touch, but I don't think anyone was going to be overturning that one there. It was just too quick from Howarth.
Yeah, just a sweeper open side. And does he make the touch? He suggests he does, but the ball's gone. We've got to give the benefit of the doubt to the referees. Referee was pointing at the score.
And now Scotland hit the front, 8-7. Bit of work to do here for France, but still plenty of time remaining, around about 9 minutes on the clock. So as they drive forward here through Mockard, and Mockard will have a little crack at them. Good touch made in the end. Back to the 7 they go now. Set nicely out to this right-hand side. Quick release here for Ricciardo. Ricciardo waiting at acting half, picks it up now, loses his footing. Finds support here. The wrap around from Bernard Tremello.
Just a drop ball. What's the referee giving?
And another penalty here for France. So playing advantage, and then the error came.
Yeah, not moving forward, penalty there. So Scotland have got to advance at that point, and they weren't doing so. It's a penalty and a repeat set for France.
The Bernard Tremello out there now, and then not a great pass there provided from Fernandez. It had to hit hands.
It's got to. It's only first touch, and you're trying to play the percentage plays, and that goes to ground. So at the moment, the old-timers of Scotland, I will say, who are getting on top of France, who are not making as many mistakes, and they get on the open side again.
Howarth once more, all well read from the French though. Moreau had to make a play at it, otherwise once more they were in untouched, and it would have been another try there for Evan Martin. Instead, France survived, but another fresh set to contend with here from Scotland. As Tweedy sends it out wide here for Lockhart. Burns wrapping around. Watch out, he's the danger man. Dives from distance. Burns trying to squeeze through. France do a good job, though, to turn him away.
Yeah, Scotland are just getting on top a bit more here. And as Burns just drops it down to the ground. I think it's last touch, is it? Or one more to come?
I've got a fair few here, of course, from that restart. They drop it down once more. Tweedy looking long, instead having a crack himself. Now it's the last here for Scotland. So touch is made. They'll have a static start to try and contend with. In they jam. Touch is made there from Ricciardo. And that's well done in the end from France.
Yeah, good defensive set. Now they've got some easy meters.
Back on the mark they'll go here, though, for Matthias Fernandez. Eventually caught. Now a little short pass provided for Moreau. Moreau is caught here, 10 shy of that halfway line. Dummy comes in from Guigan. Good to see he's back to his feet after suffering that heavy collision with Short. And now the drawn pass. Bassard's away. The goose steps are coming out. The hop and the skip. And Bassard somehow squeezes down the sideline and sends the French fans into a rapture. He's got 4 now.
Alain Le Bleu. What a sidestep. Well, not even a sidestep. It's a goosey. Let's have a look at this again. Oh, I mean, Dancing with the Stars would love this right now, and he just makes everyone stop and he goes through.
Well, Christopher Ragg, he simply hung his head backwards. He couldn't believe what he was seeing, and I don't think anyone out there could either. Absolutely mesmerising from Bassard. And now once more we're locked up at 8 tries apiece. Long they go through. Burns, oh, it touched fingertips, and then the old Falcon came out as well.
We've got everything in this half.
It is all happening, and now the chant is up as well for both teams. Great atmosphere here at Nottingham. Burns brings it to the line. Great ball. Oh, it's just left behind. Burns, he keeps finding the spot, but Scotland will have another opportunity here. No, it's been overturned from the far side official, so France can work it away now. Geez, there's some tension building.
There is, and what do we level at 8-all here, and Scotland have just got a repeat set for I think it was a wrong roll ball, to be fair, so Scotland are going to look to go 9-8 here.
Well, this is a cracking fixture. What a way to introduce the men's open division here for the World Cup of 2024. That one goes to ground. I think the initial indiscretion was from Scotland. Yes, that's the call. So France can work away with it through Fernandez. They'll come back onto the mark. It has to be a roll ball here.
Yeah, he was just tapping that one. He thought he was a penalty, but it's definitely a roll ball. And it looks like France actually touched that ball. So Scotland get a repeat set. The far sideline referee called that there was a hand played at. So Scotland have got a repeat set here, and they need to really capitalise on this.
Well, Burns might be the man to do it. Receives it back now, looking dangerous again. Good footwork here from Burns. Ushered back towards that 7-metre mark now.
Yeah, he went open side quickly when the far middle was back and onside, so it's probably not the right play. He goes open side quickly. They're going to...
Oh, they've got 2-on-1 there. They just had to hit Tweedy. A little bit of patience was what they needed there, Scotland. Find the immediate man, not the long ball.
Yeah, just some skill levels just lacking there for that particular play. I think if they'd have got that to the link. Oh,
here goes Fernandez, who's all the way through now. Tries for the audacious pass. Knocked down here from Scotland. Now that should still be a French ball here. But they're going to say that he was contacted, Finlay Lockhart, once he made a little touch on the ball from then trying to retrieve it. So there's the penalty to Scotland. Now Tweedy brings it forward. For Lockhart, a hat-trick himself so far in this one. Great contest building. McLeod out to this right-hand side. Tweedy at first receiver, back to the middle. Gets it now. Lockhart hopping in at acting half. Back here.
Just a bit of lack of composure by the French winger. He's just gone to hands and he just drops it. I'm not sure he can blame the wet on this occasion.
Oh, it has dried out here significantly too in Nottingham. The last 10 minutes or so, the sun's come out shining.
We do have some sun in Nottingham occasionally.
And now McLeod back to Finlay Lockhart. Loses his footing. Able to stay alive in the play though, and they still get a strike dump somehow. But Finlay Lockhart won't be able to capitalise because it was an incorrect roll ball from Michael Short.
Yeah, Mikey Short just looks to go quickly short side, but he just drops the ball in that ruck, and the referee notices it's only a slight one. Can France now go 70 metres? They've got a penalty. No, France can't get out their own half, unfortunately, again. How many attacks have Scotland had in a row now? Probably 5, 6, and they've not really capitalised. The defence of France is great, but Scotland surely are looking to go to try and get on top here now.
Well, the error rate has risen since all the pressure has started to be heaped onto both these sides. They've gone up a couple of gears, but unfortunately the handling hasn't quite matched it as of yet. And speak of the devil, there it is.
I would not want to be doing the stats this second half.
The completion rates would be a cause for a statistician's nightmare, you'd have to imagine, as they head back to the middle. Scotland once more applying some pretty strong touches here. Just up towards halfway. Nice little pass there right at the advantage line. Recycled out towards this right-hand side for Moreau. They're going to say it's forward. I think it was a very tight one, but probably the right call.
Yeah, and we're just behind the French sub-box. And in the first half, the French were really calm. And as much as the players on the field were frenetic, they were really calm. Now the coaches are starting to have a go at the referees because they thought that was not a forward pass. His friends, Scotland through.
They made the touch there. Back to the 7-metre mark they'll go. Rolled quickly here. Burns now providing a pass here for Christie. Christie drops it down once more. Burns looking dangerous. Oh, the big dummy comes out. Burns absolutely burns them. What a dummy that was. He could have sold ice to an Eskimo based on that one.
Oh, he's just gone through short side. Everyone should just stay man on. Everyone stops. The 2 middle and the link stop. And the far winger just comes in to dot down. I did say next score wins, but can France get one back to go level?
Well, it has to happen now. There's only a minute left, and they're on the attack here. 9-8 Scotland lead off the back of that try to Paul Kidd.
Sweeper play.
Here they come now through Bonhor. Bonhor links up with Vidal. Vidal sends it out wide. The ball goes to ground for Chirot. It was a tough one to take, and that should just about do it here for Scotland.
And Scotland should just use all of their touches, go full field, and they should just get the nod on this occasion.
The France, they'll keep applying the pressure here. You can imagine they'll be jamming in thick and fast.
Just go full field.
And Scotland, no surprises here. It's one-out stuff. They're just going to take the touches and work their way upfield. Last one to come now. Finlay Lockhart takes off. The touch is made. And France might get 1-2 plays maximum here to try and conjure up a miracle.
Finlay Lockhart knew exactly what he's doing there. He's picked up the ball, he's ran to the in goal, and he's tried to kill as much time as possible.
Now here's Bonhor bringing it forward. Just a matter of seconds here. They might get one final play. No, they won't let them play it here. There was a very close one there for the French, but what a great game here. The first edition of the Men's Open for the Touch World Cup 2024 here in Nottingham, and it didn't disappoint.
Absolutely not. What a great game, and I'm looking forward to the Men's Open division.